Good evening, everyone. It is 8:51 p.m. May the 21st, 2020. We're back in open session. Mr. Sumner.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a recommendation of administration that the Board of Trustees issue a probationary administrative contract for the 2020-2020 school year to Guadalupe Chapa.
Thank you, Mr. Sumner. Do we have a motion to administrative recommendation, please?
Also this Felix on that recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Landine. Do we have a second, please?
Jan Mostella, I second.
Thank you, Jan. Any comments or questions? Okay. How do you vote, Mr. Landine?
Yay, yes.
Mr. Helsher?
Yes.
Ms. Schick?
Yes.
Ms. Mostella?
Yes.
And this is Paul Mostella. I vote yes as well. 5-0. Thank you very much. Mr. Sumner.
Thank you, sir. It is a recommendation of the administration that the Board of Trustees issue an educator probationary contract for the 2020-21 school year to Selena Ceballos, Luann Ortiz, Aseneth Soto Gonzalez, Ana Lisa Garcia, Courtney Peck, and Emily Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mr. Sumner. We have a motion on administrative recommendation, please. I will make that motion.
Jan Mostella, I so move on that recommendation.
Thank you, Ms. Mostella. Do we have a second, please?
Felix Landing, I'll second that.
Thank you, Mr. Landine. Do we have any comments, questions? Okay, how do you vote, Ms. Mostella?
Yes.
Ms. Schick?
Yes.
Mr. Helsher?
Yes.
Mr. Landine?
Yes.
Mrs. Palmer said I vote yes. Motion carries 5-0. Thank you very much. Mr. Sumner.
Thank you, sir. It is a recommendation of administration that the Board of Trustees issue a dual probationary contract for the 2020-2021 school year to Gary Hartman.
Thank you, Mr. Sumner. Is there a motion administrative recommendation, please? I will make that motion on the administrative recommendation to dual contract. Do we have a second, please?
This
Jan
is
Mostella, I second.
okay.
I think Mr. Helsher got it here.
That's fine.
Okay.
Second that.
I think I beat Mr.
Yeah.
Helsher.
Right. How do you vote, Ms. Mostella?
Yes.
Ms. Schick?
Yes.
Mr. Helsher?
Yes.
Mr. Landine?
Yes.
Ms. Palmer said I vote yes. Motion carries 5-0. Thank you. Mr. Sumner.
There is no further recommendations on hiring at this particular point.
Thank you, Mr. Sumner. Is there any further business this evening, Mr. Sumner?
No, there's no further business. Our next meeting will be June 15th, 2020. The next time I'll see you and board members will be June the 11th and the 12th for our graduation. And I will keep you informed on everything that we need to do. And hopefully we'll be able to get together to those that want to participate in this graduation ceremony.
Thank you, Mr. Sumner. Does anyone else have anything? If there's nothing else to speak of, it is 8:55 p.m., May the 21st, 2020. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you for each and every one of you for being here this evening and all your.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Good meeting.